The news broke like wildfire. At first it was just whispers. A blurry photo. A late-night tweet. A few fan accounts connecting the dots. But by morning, it was everywhere. Dylan Wang. Hospitalized. Serious condition. And Shen Yue, right there by his side. The image wasn't meant to leak. It wasn't official. It wasn't posed. It was raw. Real. A grainy photo taken through the glass window of the ICU. Dylan lying unconscious. Machines beeping steadily. And Shen Yue, clutching his hand like she was holding on for life. The agency responded quickly. Too quickly. A statement was released before noon. Dylan Wang is receiving routine medical treatment and is recovering well. Please refrain from spreading unfounded rumors. The woman in question is not Shen Yue. But fans weren't buying it. They knew that posture. That hair. That unmistakable profile. They'd watched her for years. And more than that. They'd seen the way Dylan looked at her, on screen and off. So why lie? Why deny something so simple? If it was just a friendly visit, why hide it? Why erase it? Why did the agency go into lockdown mode? Some fans began asking deeper questions. Was there more going on? Was the agency hiding something bigger? It turns out, they were. Let's go back a few days. Dylan had wrapped a grueling shoot in the countryside. Action scenes. Long nights. Little rest. He pushed himself too hard, like he always does. Because that's who Dylan Wang is. Dedicated. Relentless. Unstoppable. Until his body said otherwise. He collapsed on set. An ambulance was called. His manager tried to keep it quiet. But by the time they reached the hospital, word was already spreading. And someone made a call. Not to the agency. Not to the press. But to Shen Yue. She arrived less than an hour later. No makeup. No cameras. No entourage. Just her, in an oversized hoodie, mask pulled up to her eyes. And a storm in her chest. Witnesses say she didn't hesitate. She didn't ask permission. She walked straight through the ICU wing. And stood by his side. They weren't dating. Not publicly. Not officially. They hadn't been seen together in months. And yet, there she was. Holding his hand. Whispering something only he could hear. A nurse snapped the photo. Not out of malice. But awe. She later said, "It was one of the most intimate moments I've ever seen." She looked broken. Like her world was ending. The photo was sent to a friend. Then forwarded again. And again. Until it reached the wrong inbox. And then, the world saw it. The agency panicked. They moved Dylan to a private wing. They shut down internal comms. Threatened legal action. They even called Shen Yue's reps, demanding she make a statement. She refused. That silence spoke louder than any denial. Because the truth had already reached the fans. And they weren't going to let it go. Soon, more details emerged. Dylan hadn't just collapsed. He'd been hiding an infection for days. Fever. Fatigue. Chest pain. He didn't want to delay the shoot. Didn't want to appear weak. So he kept pushing. Until his body gave out. And while the agency focused on image, Shen Yue focused on him. She stayed overnight. One witness said she barely moved. Only left when his parents arrived the next morning. Even then, she bowed respectfully to them. Spoke softly. And walked out alone. The press swarmed her apartment later that day. Flashes. Shouts. Endless questions. Are you dating Dylan Wang? Were you at the hospital? Why won't the agency confirm it? She didn't respond. But she didn't look surprised either. Back inside the hospital, Dylan finally woke up. And the first thing he asked was, "Did she come?" His mother nodded. His eyes closed again. And for the first time in hours, he smiled. That should have been the story. A quiet love. A silent moment. A brave act of care. But instead, it turned into chaos. The agency released a second statement. Photos circulating online are fabricated. Legal action will be taken against those spreading false narratives. Dylan Wang remains single and focused on recovery. The fans weren't having it. They compared angles, outfits, even a bracelet on Shen Yue's wrist. The same one she wore in a vlog weeks earlier. It was her. Everyone knew it. And still, the agency kept denying. Why? Some say Dylan's next project is a major international drama. A romance with a rising global star. The producers don't want distraction. No real-life entanglements. Just clean PR. Others say his parents, especially his father, don't approve of Shen Yue. That she's not high-profile enough. Too unpredictable. Too controversial. Too real. Whatever the reason. It's clear. There's a battle going on behind the scenes. And Dylan? He's caught in the middle. 3 days after the photo leaked, he posted a message on Weibo. Simple. Direct. Thank you to everyone who's worried about me. I'm resting well. And I'm grateful to those who stayed by my side. He didn't name names. But he didn't have to. That night, Shen Yue posted too. A photo. A quote. Sometimes, silence is louder than noise. And presence is the purest form of love. No caption. No tags. Just truth. They never confirmed anything. Never gave the press what they wanted. But they didn't need to. Because love doesn't always scream. Sometimes, it just shows up in a hospital hallway. Holds your hand through glass. And stays until you wake up. And even when the agencies try to erase it, fans remember. They saw it. Felt it. Believed it. This wasn't a publicity stunt. This wasn't a planned rollout. This was something real. Something rare. Something the world nearly missed, until that one photo slipped through. So the question remains. Will the agencies keep trying to silence the truth? Or will they finally let Dylan and Shen Yue tell their story? In their own time? Because love isn't always loud. But when it's real, not even a PR machine can bury it. Not even denial can rewrite it. And not even a grainy photo can hide what everyone already knows. Ask ChatGPT.